Yo, yo, what's going on, boys? We in here. Fight Society, ya boy. What's up? Crazy week. UFC 311. Hasbullah making his return to our community. The GOAT. Kid Low, what's going on, man? What's going on? Guys, do me a favor. Drop a like on the stream down below. Hop in the chat. All that stuff helps bring more people around, you know? Get the stream shown to more faces. Do I play UFC 5? Yes, I do, sir. Occasionally. When I play it, it's on stream. I typically don't just, like, go out of my way, you know? When I'm playing video games right now, which is not that often, it's been NCAA 25 recently. You know the fucking vibes. What's going on from Twitch? Kashav Agarwal. What's going on, pimp? We're in here, crazy week, and we still haven't even had the fights yet. And we still haven't had UFC 311. We haven't had Islam Arman. We haven't had Merab Umar, Yuri Jamal. Shit's gonna get crazy on Saturday. NCAA and MLB The Show got my attention right now. Yeah, bro, I used to play tons of MLB The Show. I've played Call of Duty and shit like that before, but I'm genuinely more into sports games. I like the management of like having to recruit players or having to like sign people and stuff like that. I like all of that. Aside from just playing the actual game, I like the management aspect of it. You know, the vibes. Shit's dirty as fuck right now. Shit, who we got in the main event though? Islam or Arman? Let me hear it in the chat. They need Dana White mode on UFC. That would be so sick. That would actually make UFC like my most played game for sure. Because I actually, believe it or not, Kid Low, I have a game that's on. I have a freaking used shitty like laptop that's on Windows because it's not available on Mac, and I do all of my content stuff on Mac. Like I have a Mac Mini, I have a MacBook Pro, shit like that. I just like the Apple system in terms of like content creation, but in terms of like the gaming stuff, like I used to have a gaming PC and shit like that. So that's what I like used to be into. But I have this one game. It's called WMMA 5. It's World of MMA 5. You have to do a little bit of research when you play it, and you have to do a little bit of research when you play it. Like, because there's like mods you have to do and shit like that. But it's basically Dana White mode. But instead of playing the actual fights, it like sims them and it tells you what's happening. It'll be like John Jones shoots a double leg that is successful. Surreal Gone tries to get up, like stuff like that. But it's fun. I like that game a lot. I haven't played it in a minute, but I have the laptop with me. It's literally was like a $200 used laptop that I have just for the sake of playing that game. Islam Makhachev has your support. Islam, that's what I'm thinking too. If you guys saw the video on my channel, I picked Islam as well. You guys see Lionheart Smith is going into his content creator era. He's got the Lionheart Lounge on ESPN. And he also just partnered with Home of Fight to do a podcast called On Paper. WMMA is a game with only women's MMA fighters. No. It's called World of MMA 5. It's a sick game. It's by Grey Dog or Greyhound Software or some shit like that. It's one of my favorite games that I've ever played. I've literally stayed up till like 4 a.m. playing that shit before. Dude, this place is a shithole. Yeah, dude. It's yeah, that's that's what happens when people come to LA. They go, oh, I'm going to LA for vacation. And they come here and they go, oh, that's what this place is. Yeah, if you want to see like a nice part of LA, like not to hump, like subtle brag, like the area that I live in, go to like Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach. That's the nice part, in my opinion, because Malibu's gone, you know? What about Umar versus Merab? Who do you think got it? I'm taking Umar, bro. Even though this is like, he's had like the most privileged run to the title that we've seen since like Sean O'Malley. He still is better than Merab, in my opinion. I want Arman to win too, because I think it's fun when there's parity and we get new champs and shit like that. But I don't think he's going to win. Unfortunately, because Arman seems like a cool guy. He's young. Yeah. I wish Arman would win, but I don't think he's going to. Is there an option to offer fighters Venom coupons instead of bonuses? I think so. I actually think that's the solution to the fighter pay argument, you know? Motion Society Fight Wave. LA is disgusting, so overrated. As somebody that has lived in LA, I'm 26. I have lived in LA for 25 of my 26 years alive. I had 1 year that I lived in Northern California for college. Aside from that, I've lived in LA, and as somebody that has lived here basically my whole life, I agree with you. Very overrated. Very overrated. I want to see Arman, but I don't see him finishing or dominating. Islam might do either. I think Islam wins 49-46 with close rounds. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, Alexander, I know that's not LA though. I know it's the LA area is what I was trying to is what I'm trying to get at. Some people will say robbery because it'll be competitive. I hear you on that. I'm fully Team Dagestan. On this card, yeah. I think both of those guys get it done. But maybe I just super undervalue Merab. Because you guys have heard me say it. I literally bash on Merab every single stream. There's a guy shitting in the street. I've been here for an hour trying to find parking. Where are you staying, Stu? Merab really has a chance. Yeah, he's just not as good, though. He's not lethal, for one. And the places that he's good at, I think Umar's better than him. I should move to Texas. Bro, I have thought about Vegas, Texas, and Florida a ton of times. But I'm not full-time on the content stuff, though. So, you know, I still have a day job that I have here. So once I go full-time, once my channel is big enough for me to go full-time, like I'm making enough money to quit my day job, then I can start thinking about moving because I can kind of go wherever. All I know about LA is from them rap songs. What, like the Kendrick song, scary or crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious. That's actually a pretty good way to explain LA. I'm near the dome. You hate it. Oh, you're in a bad area, bro. Depending on where you're at. I think the dude stepping in versus Guskov is a live dog. I like him. Yeah, that's possible. I think he's like an LFA champ or something like that. Sorry, had to turn the camera off for just a second. You're going to get slept, hombre, when you least expecting it to. We'll see, man. I'm all right so far. Guys, should I go to this full violence pop-up on Saturday? It's like right by the Intuit Dome. It's in a fucking bad area, bro. I looked at the address and I was like, fuck, that's a rough spot. But Charles DuBronx is going to be there. Took a bong rip off cam, blinker break. Kid Low knows what's up. Rick, did you hear the news that Starbucks is going to require you to pay to be in the building now? How are you going to get your Wi-Fi now? Yo, David, that's crazy. Oh my God. Dude, I should go to the Fan X thing as well. I don't use Starbucks. I'm in my condo that I own, something that you cannot afford, David. Let's go, dude. We're getting chippy in the chat. This is what happens when we have a big fight week. Everybody's feeling feisty. You know what I mean? You know the vibes. Yeah, you guys are some funny motherfuckers. You guys are wild. But hey, do me a huge favor and go wild on that like button, you know? What kind of property do you own, David? Bro, that reminds me. Do you guys remember the episode of The Office where it's the roast of Michael Scott? And Michael tries to roast Dwight back. And Dwight goes, "Are you insulting me? You pathetic, short little man. You don't have any friends or any family or any land." Just because your fridge box is in a spot that the cops don't harass you doesn't make it a condo. Jesus Christ. What's the update on the black guy wanting to fight MMA heavyweights? It doesn't look like there's any update. Let me check No Jumper's channel, though. Let me see if they have a new episode with him. Because Adam22 just kind of like ciphers through... He just kind of like ciphers through these hosts that are like gang-related LA people. It's kind of like a thing. Like these guys are like kind of rappers at one point, but usually like they get like some sort of like LA famous off of Instagram for one reason or another. And then they just end up being like a No Jumper host. Like I'm looking at the people that host their shows, man. Like, okay, at the Adam and Wack show, that's fucking I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's at Whack 100's fucking... He's the manager for like Blueface and shit. Let me see what else. But it's basically just Adam brings these like crazy dudes on to like get like clickbait clips. Anyways. I don't know, Rick, you got silenced by that. That was good. Good stuff. Do I train MMA? Yes, I do. I used to be a fighter. I used to be a fighter. My friend, I used to be a fighter. I still train, though. Actually, I've been kind of getting the itch to compete again. I might have to do like a jiu-jitsu tournament or something soon. Because I've been getting back in shape. Lore that you guys don't know is that I had a toxic ex that fucked things up for me for a while. But now we back in it, you know what I'm saying? It's been single like 7 months now. Steady grinding. Reese lost his aura. He's bald and he's facing a Russian. Is Reese really bald now? Let me look. Do it while you're young. Yeah, like I've already competed. I have Muay Thai fights, kickboxing fights. I competed in grappling and stuff. But I've been kind of getting the itch to do it again. Tell her don't forget the 19. All the pretty girls love 42. Is he actually bald now, or did he just get a hair transplant? I can't tell. I can't even see if he's bald. He probably just got a hair transplant. Oh yeah, bro. He had a rough hairline. Yeah, he probably got a hair transplant, and it's just growing back because it takes a while to grow back. I swear that dude looks so much like Logan Paul. I may not own it on paper, but your mom keeps telling me it's yours every time I go over there, Rick. Wow. Wow. Yo, Rick, you're getting cooked right now. I'm not lying. Yes, you know the fucking Adrian Broner meme? Huh? Oh, okay. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I was so confused by that. 10-7 round for David. Excuse me. I think so. I think so. My parents are both gone. How do you feel now that you've been talking shit about the dead? Pretty clever, dude, aren't you? Rick Allen, it's funny. You're a really funny guy because I know you're messing around, but you're so aggressive towards everybody, towards me and everyone else in the chat. And then you get so offended when anybody comes for you. It's crazy. I know you're just fucking around, but wild. Jamal Hill's going to sleep Yuri badly. You know what, man? I was thinking that for like the entire build up to this fight. And then I came to a realization. Jamal Hill, hold up. I came to the conclusion that Jamal Hill is super overrated. Watch my prediction video. Look at Jamal Hill's resume. If you just, obviously the Glover win was very dominant in my opinion and really impressive. But look at everything before that fight is dog shit, bro. I'm telling you. He did get back in shape though. That does help that does kind of help him in my opinion because I feel like he's not been locked in on MMA for a long while. People forget, man. Did I watch the Don Davis Q&A thing? Yes, I did. I was actually in the chat on my personal YouTube. I wasn't in there as Fight Society. I was in there as like my anonymous self. And I was cooking him, dude. I think that Don Davis is truly clueless on how to run an MMA promotion. But hear me out on Jamal Hill. Okay, lost to Alex Pereira. Before that, Glover Teixeira. Okay, great win. And he looked really good in that fight. And it was on short notice. But Thiago Santos, that doesn't age that well. That was less than 2 years ago. Or no, it was 2.5 years ago. That doesn't age that well. Johnny Walker, that doesn't age well either. Jimmy Crute, impressive win, but that doesn't age that well either. Before that, Paul Craig loss. OSP, TKO, not that impressive. Before that, no contest with Klidson Abreu. Don't know what happened there. And then before that, Darko Stozic, and then his fucking Contender Series fight. I'm telling you, Jamal Hill, super overrated. Super overrated. Alex Pereira has the capability to beat both of those clowns. Well, yeah, he did. He beat both of them already, and one of them twice. Hill is a good fighter in my mind. Nowhere in my mind did I think he was going to be a dominant champion. I didn't think so either. But anyways, back to the Don Davis thing. Dude, this guy, Don Davis, was saying, if there's one thing that you could change about your job, this is what Mike Heck was asking him. He said, if there's one thing that you could change about your job, what would it be? And he said, I wish that the fans would see how hard we're working and cut us a break. That's crazy. Could you imagine Dana White saying something like that? Like, Dana's not perfect, but he is the GOAT promoter in terms of combat sports. It's like him and Vince McMahon. But you actually could even put Dana above Vince McMahon because Vince McMahon had control of the result and control of the narratives because it's all scripted and predetermined outcomes, whereas fighting's different. So I think Dana, GOAT promoter. To be fair, the division was in shambles for years with the inconsistency of Jones. That's true, yeah. And now look what we have now. Heavyweight in shambles. Crazy. Like, I respect that Jamal Hill and Yuri, both of them with injuries, just said, all right, here's the belt back. Because this dude, John, just fucking puts a belt over his shoulder and goes, when I fight, I fight. It's like, dude, Jesus Christ. Get out of bed to fight more than once every fucking 13, 14 months. It's ridiculous. Don doesn't even watch MMA. He needs to work harder. I know. It's just like, okay, when you think about it, Dana White, like when you're thinking about the average MMA fan, most of us are bros that like watching fights. I know there's some crazies. I know there's some like real crazy people that'll just like DM fighters' kids and shit like that. Those aren't that chill of dudes, but there's that. And then there's the occasional like super woke lefty that's just like infiltrated a jiu-jitsu gym somehow. But aside from that, the average UFC fan is a conservative male. And all of us go, Dana, that seems like a guy we could kick it with. He seems like he'd be a good time. When you see Don Davis, where he's talking in all of this like corporate lingo and innuendo that most of us, it just makes all of our brains go off when he starts saying, the fans don't understand this, the fans don't understand that, we're working really hard. But then the actual, like, what we see is poor card quality, poor production, overpaying fighters, low numbers, and stuff like that. The way that he approaches it is almost like, in my opinion, solely in my opinion, I don't think that Don Davis actually believes in the PFL's like long-term viability. I actually think that Don Davis, he's gone from company to company. He's sold multiple companies. I think he's a guy that, like, for example, I think with PFL, I think he has gotten himself a very nice salary and he's just riding this thing out with a probably $500,000 salary until whoever the investors are pull the plug on it. Because they're just bleeding money. And they're not getting everybody booked. They're like breaching contracts and stuff, it looks like. Dana has messed up in the past 1,000%. I'm not saying Dana's perfect in any way. I'm just talking about the optics of having him as your lead guy versus Don Davis. And the UFC could be in kind of a precarious spot if they decide to put Hunter Campbell in there as Dana's replacement, because it kind of seems like Hunter Campbell's like very corporate, stick in the mud type of guy in some ways. That's just my opinion, though. I can agree with you that Don Davis is incompetent. This was my first year actually watching PFL, and it was pretty good. Yeah, the fights are good. I'm not gonna disagree with that at all. The fights are good, but the commentators suck. If you watch some of their like regular season cards, like not like their championship events, they have slots that should be filled with ads. They have slots of dead air that should be filled with ads, and they're not. So like they'll cut away, you'll have freaking like Randy Couture, Chael Sonnen, and like one other guy as the commentary. And they'll have these points where they'll cut away from the commentary booth, like in between fights. And it's just dead air. It's just like a sweeping shot of the arena with music playing in between fights, like with a DJ playing music. It's so far off from being comparable to the UFC in terms of production. And I know it's a sport and stuff, but the production and all of that makes a huge difference to the fans, because 99% of viewers are watching it at home, not in the arena. And so they just like, where you have these like dead air, just kind of, or they're talking about nothing because they can't fill the entire TV slot if they just go fight after fight after fight after fight. The matchmaking is the only thing I'd change about the UFC. I agree with you on that. There's a lot of really confusing there's a lot of really confusing matchups being made right now. Like when you think about fucking, why are we getting Diego Lopez, Yair Rodriguez? I know it's a Mexican in Yair and a Brazilian living in Mexico and Diego Lopez. So like in terms of the hometown crowd, it makes sense. But Diego Lopez should just be getting a Movsar rematch, or he should be getting a title fight, like the winner of Volkan Topuria. Because I know that that's what they're going to do next is Volkan Topuria. Show the same commercial a million times if there's dead space. I know, like literally it's like if you guys only have a sponsor from Celsius energy drinks for this event and Takedown Sportswear, run those ads a million times. Bro, if you guys ever watch the fight night cards on ESPN Plus, they will play the same exact fucking Toyo Tires commercial that either has Dustin Poirier or Brian Ortega. They'll play it every single time, and then they'll play a fucking ESPN 30 for 30 ad. So like if you're watching that shit, you see the same ad like 15 times an hour. Why doesn't Cruz fight Aldo or Cejudo? Yeah, I know. That's the same thing I was thinking about. Doesn't make any sense. Why Rob Font? Why is Jose Aldo getting matched with fucking like who did he get matched with? Jonathan Martinez and Mario Batista. Terrible. Joe Rogan, true. Movsar should get a title shot. Yeah, okay, objectively he should, but his style is not like what they love in the UFC. He's like 17-0 with like 15 decisions, I think. I'm fairly certain he has like 14 or 15 decisions in his career. 19-0 with 12 decisions. Okay, so I was a little bit off, but still no submission or no finishes in the UFC. Decision, 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 decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-0, all decisions. The UFC is not going to push that. And you can't really compare him to like an Islam or somebody because Islam gets finishes. Khabib would, even if he didn't get the finish, Khabib would beat the brakes off of somebody. Volk is getting a rematch? Yes. Mike Ross, why did you guys delete my Kevin Holland Rampage comment? I'm dead serious. Go watch it. I'm not trolling. I just watch. What are you talking about? I didn't delete anything. What are you talking about? Oh, you might have said something that the YouTube, because there's a couple of words that are banned on the channel, just like certain slurs and stuff, just to keep it like semi PG-13 in the chat. But yeah, if anything, you might have just said you might have said like fag or gay or something like that. Kevin Holland goes off on Rampage. Let me go check. Jackson podcast. Because this chain is a Jackson chain. And so because I've bought from them, I guess they send me their marketing emails and they let me know when there's new podcast episodes, even though I really don't watch them. Okay, let me see what's up. Random Russians want to take pictures with me and my Armenian flag. Let's go. Tell them to watch Fight Society. Volk got KO'd by both Ilya and Islam. Does he really deserve a rematch as opposed to fighting Movsar? Yes, and here's why. Because in my opinion, you can't count, just my humble opinion, you can't count the Islam KO towards his status at 145 pounds. It starts right away. Kevin goes full asshole for 15 minutes for sure. Let's see what's up. What do we have going on here, bucko? Let me peep. I'm checking right now. I got you. Let's see. Yo, Rampage's co-host, what's this guy's name? He's funny. He seems like a funny guy. Bear. Okay, let's see. Holland straight challenges. Okay, I just started it. Let's see. Okay, they're talking about mowing a lawn. You said it started right away. I can't screen share. Yeah, I'll play it when I get to it. I don't want to play too long of it on the stream because it's going to get copyright claimed. Okay. Okay, I got it. 2:30. Yeah, that's about where I am. Okay, I got you. Here, I'll share it with you guys. And if it gets claimed, it's fine. I hate doing that, though. I hate stuff getting claimed. The UFC likes to claim things sometimes. They'll claim things on, like, ESPN Spanish.
I feel like I gotta break the ice in the room real quick.
I know you don't gotta break no ice.
I do.
I know ice.
Rampage, because I love you, but I'm a fan of Kevin Holland.
I
love the way he talks.
I'm a fan of his too. But
Kashav, to answer your question, you're viewing on Twitch. I'm streaming on YouTube as well. I stream on all the platforms that you see on the bottom of the screen. I'm multi-streaming to all of those, so I have to be a little bit mindful. Twitch does not count. They don't do copyright stuff because it's live streaming, but YouTube does.
I know. Hey, I know everybody ain't my sense of humor ain't for everybody. So.
But you did this to him. It wasn't needed. I feel like you owe him an apology. He drove 3 hours.
Listen, we already talked about it on the FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? I like to joke around. I don't mean nothing personal with nobody. That's me. That's my sense of humor. Everybody ain't like me and everybody ain't like you. If people, I've learned throughout my life, if people don't like my sense of humor, fuck it.
I like that.
Yeah,
Kevin, you could probably appreciate that attitude.
I mean, I guess in a sense, you know what I mean. It doesn't work like that for Kev.
Why?
Oh shit, boy!
It's usually if you say fuck it to me, it's usually fuck you. So.
Well, I didn't say fuck you.
No, you're good. Hey, Kashav, you're all good, man. It's no biggie.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you say fuck it to me, I usually say fuck you.
Well, fuck you too. I don't give a fuck.
And then it's fuck. Yeah. And then it's F it, and then it's F
hey,
you.
Bro,
I like that.
Bro, I got no problem with this cat.
Yeah, I love that.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to beat me whether he like it or not. I'm going to keep being myself and having the sense of humor that God gave me, and it makes me.
So it sounds like Rampage made a joke that Kevin Holland didn't like at some point. Fuck, these fighters are so sensitive.
Laugh. So I don't give a fuck.
Kevin,
Everything's
you
not
think
funny.
Rampage is a funny guy?
Nah, this has temper tantrum problems.
Temper tantrum problem.
I think he's talking about the Ultimate Fighter and the Door.
I don't know what the fuck this.
That's like 10 years ago, Kevin.
It's
People
the same
evolve.
thing. Not really.
You don't think people evolve?
Some do. Not Jackson.
No, he right. I still do got a temper.
Hey, this shit's kind of tense. I'm not gonna lie. This shit's kind of tense, not gonna lie.
Rampage
right-
got a
he
little
right about
temper,
that.
but I feel like you've been able to control it a little bit better.
I control my temper very well. I think that time on The Ultimate Fighter, I was trying to leave the room because I know that I was losing my temper. The staff there and everybody had been cheating my guys the whole motherfucking time, and they was telling me all the problems and stuff that they had. And then one time, one of my fighters had to fight, and I thought it could go, saying either way. I thought if they gave it to somebody, they, yeah. But when they was the fighter, 100,
and that's what caused it. And very honorable to come on the show the first time. And then, Rampage left a little comment on Instagram, which I originally thought was funny, but then I understand where you were coming from.
I understand where
you
you're
were
coming
fighting MVP. You did this to MVP, which I thought it was a great move. Hyped up the fight. Rampage made a joke on Instagram, and then Kevin FaceTimed me and said, "Yo, if I come there, I got to fight." I said, "Kevin, we can't do all that. Then we'll just have to reschedule." But I do want to say thank you for coming on the podcast a year later. And you know what? I think Kevin deserves a round of applause from the producer. No,
I don't give a fuck about the fight on Saturday.
No, you don't do it.
Whoa. What? Hold on.
No,
Wait.
That's the last thing he want to do is fight me, though. That's the last.
Nah,
thing.
I still want to.
No,
I don't give a fuck about the fight on Saturday.
No, you don't want to fight me.
I'm just being real.
I'm being real with you, young buck. You
I'm
don't
just
wanna
letting
fight
you
me.
know.
I'm just letting you know.
This sounds good.
Sometimes people don't know what they want.
Yeah.
You don't want to fight me.
I feel like
sounds
Kevin,
good.
you have a very unique reputation. I'm throwing on one of the new Jakes. And Phil, from
Look down. It's like we're just standing there looking at each other.
I think it's an ego problem. That's what I think.
Okay. I'm getting the point. This shit's crazy. Wait. This shit's crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it back up.
Hit the target. How do I go?
Since we've been honest, that's what I think.
Think it's an ego problem?
That's what I think. You said
I don't have much of an ego.
Since we've been honest,
Unless we're sitting across the table and we're both shooting 45-70s and we're trying to see who can hit the target. I don't have much of an ego.
well, I'm just.
Do you know what a 45-70 is?
I'm just telling.
Do you know what a 45-70
I'm just
is?
telling my opinion. You gave your opinion about my temper tantrum.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you 100%.
Okay, it's an
But
opinion,
I'm just
right?
saying, like, if it's not a 45-70 that we're shooting across the room trying to see who hits the target, I'm not worried about it. Do you know what a 45-70 is?
No, I don't.
Okay, then shut the fuck up.
You'll tell me shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
because
you don't understand what a 45-70
he
is.
doesn't know what a
Okay, this is a stupid argument though.
We're talking about ego. Now I'm giving you some ego.
Okay, so-
Ego is when you don't understand what a 45-70 is.
Okay, so-
that pisses me off.
That picture. Cause I don't know what a 45-70 is.
that fucks with my ego a little bit. What type of man are you don't know what a 45-70 is?
Because I don't know what a 45-70 is.
Yeah, that's kind of retarded.
It's retarded.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what a 45-70 is.
Yeah.
Do you know what a 45-70 is?
I would
Yeah.
assume that it's an
Wait.
AR, some sort of rifle.
I assume that it's some type of gun, but do I know what a 45-70 is?
No, what houses in multiple states?
Well, you don't.
I don't know. You tell me.
What state are you in right now?
I think you have a lot of money. You should have houses in multiple states.
Well, you don't know. I don't brag about what I got.
I mean, I
Kevin.
said that I think you should.
Kevin,
Well,
Kevin,
you don't know that I
You
don't.
shoot guns?
Sometimes.
This is this shit's dumb as fuck, dude. Kevin Holland has an interesting mentality. Why be a champ and fight less for more money? He prefers to fight constantly and still make money. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's what he wants to do. I'm not going to sit here and tell this dude that he's got to do this or that with his career. I don't give a rat's ass. He's the pro fighter. Trash talk can get cringy real quick. Yeah, trash talk can get real gay real quick, too. You dig? I'll fuck it. Like I smash him. Shit, what's going on, everybody? Shit, let's see how crazy this gets.
Well, and you like to shoot ARs, handguns. What do you shoot?
I like the 45-70.
Yeah.
We can see that.
Yes, we've heard the 45-70.
45-70.
If you were to play
good for you.
football, I'm assuming your number would be
I like
45.
big guy.
I like the AR. That's what I'm trained on.
So
I
what
like
would you
that.
shoot in an AR then?
I said what?
What caliber do you shoot with the AR?
What caliber?
Yeah, you said ego. So now I'm giving
Oh my god, dude. Rocco Taco, what's going on, dude?
you my ego. This is where my ego
yeah,
steps
that's-
in. So which caliber do you use? Because it comes to ego to fighting. I don't have much one.
You
But
don't
it
have-
comes to
but
ego.
what
You want an
you shoot?
ego with something, I'm going to tell you what the ego is for.
I like the AR.
Well, what caliber do you shoot?
I would say maybe a 22.
No, it's not a 22.
I would hope.
It's a 5.56.
You can't shoot a 22 with AR. I see
can.
exactly.
I mean, if you're gonna shoot a 22, I mean,
Kevin, what do
you and my son might have some competition. You're a big guy, so
but
I expect you to shoot something a little bigger than that.
We took Rampage Luke.
223s, 5.56s. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm gonna watch it in the background. Auto Impulse, what's going on? Mike Tyson had the best trash talk. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me. Yes, that is true. That is true. Mike Tyson did have the best trash talk. What's up, homies? Auto Impulse, what's going on? What is happening? Rocco Taco, fucking Rampage had Kevin Holland on the Jackson podcast today, and they got into a fucking big argument. That's basically the gist of it. Chael Sonnen had the best trash talk. Okay, you guys want to know something crazy? So I podcast, like off of this channel, I podcast, and I also do this channel, like MMA podcasting type of shit. Rogan, even though I don't watch Rogan super often anymore, Rogan was like the main like inspiration to start podcasting. And then for like MMA content, believe it or not, it was Chael, even though I really don't watch Chael anymore. But I came across Chael's YouTube when I first became a fan, and then I was like, dang, bro just talks in front of a camera. And I was like, okay, but that's hard because he already has a name from fighting. And then I saw MMA Guru's success and Lucas Tracy's success, and I was like, there's a path here. John Locke, what's going on, pimp? Kevin Holland, certified clown. Yeah, it was just interesting how they were talking about fighting each other and egos and stuff, and he immediately goes to start talking about like what caliber to use for this. TMZ headline, Rampage and Holland challenge each other to a shootout. Yeah, I mean, kind of, but it wasn't really like that intense. You know the vibes. Guys, do me a favor. There's 15 of you guys in here. Can I get some likes on the stream, please, and thank you? Appreciate it. There could be a clearer path if you train and vlog. Yeah, I do that, though. I don't vlog that often, but I train. Like, I used to be a fighter, and I have some pro fighters as teammates. So, like, when they have fights coming up, I'll definitely do training stuff with them. And then I'm going to UFC Seattle next month, so I'm doing a vlog for that, too. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Let's see what we got going on. Hell yeah, I'm going to tune into your channel more often, homie. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, we're still growing. Channel's about a year old, but we out here grinding and shit. You know the vibes. Big homie. Butt homie. Oh, shit. Would you smoke a blunt with Kevin Holland? Yeah, I think so. I think I would, good sir. I shall blaze with Trailblazer. All right, let's see where else this goes, though. I was over here saying I didn't want to watch the whole thing, but now I'm over here like, it is entertaining.
You know, we took all the boys shooting. We went to go shoot with the sheriffs and down here in Orange County, the guys who protect us. So shout out to the law enforcement. And they let us go and shoot ARs, handguns. They also let us pick up a bunch of new Glocks. And during this, they
don't care about
they
that.
have like these tactics. Just
lever action.
Help for the audience watching. What is your favorite type of gun to shoot?
We are.
I love my lever action, 4570.
Oh, you like a lever action 4570?
It's the government. Go out with it anywhere. That's what they
Get it. We like,
you know, then usually call the coyotes off of them. Coyotes.
Okay. Now they're not talking about that anymore, but crazy stuff. In my opinion, Bear rambles on too long. Yeah, that's true. He does. Because he's like, he won't just be like, for example, he was just talking about going down. And I understand the importance of like weaving a web and telling a bigger story. Like that's part of what makes like Donald Trump talking so entertaining is that he goes on forever, but he has this web where he ties in things and stuff. And then he kind of brings things back. So I think there's some value in like adding to just like the bare bones of a story, but some people go way over the top with it. And some people are more skilled at it. Like Chael can talk for 25 minutes about nothing and you're still entertained. Whereas Bear, he's just like, Oh yeah, instead of going down to the or instead of just being like, yeah, we went down and we shot some guns with the Orange County sheriffs and they took care of us. They were super cool, blah blah blah. Instead he goes, we went down to the with the sheriffs, the people that protect us, shout out to them, blah blah blah, and they let us shoot this and they let us shoot that. And it's like, bro, you're not the focus of this podcast. You're almost like just like a mediator, so that you're like kind of just like lubricant. No Diddy for the conversation, so that Rampage and the guest can talk more. Even though Bear seems like a cool guy, I'm not even trying to hate. I'm just saying it's not his role. He's not like a young Jamie, but he's not like a full-on co-host, you know? You're done. You had your chance, and now you're done. You had your chance, and now you're done. Oh, I don't need these anymore. I'm not watching the video. The Rampage podcast should be just TJ and Rampage. Yeah, he glazes a lot. Yeah, here's the thing is you don't have, even if you're like a non-fighter that makes MMA content or like makes like around fighters and stuff, you don't have to always all the time be like, I respect the fighters so much, what they do is so hard, blah 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 blah. It's like, yes, there's most of us understand that. Most of the people watching the sport understand that. If you're watching MMA YouTube, you understand that the sport's hard, and most of us have a lot of respect for the fighters that put long-term health on the line for our entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's something that most people watching the sport won't actually go do themselves. But you don't have to always be like, they're so tough. Oh my God, their dick's so big. Shit like that, you know? It just gets out of hand. The glaze gets out of hand sometimes. Like, you know what's funny is like Rogan, when he glazes people on his podcast, it's really subtle. He's like, you know, that's what's really interesting about what you did this. And then they pull something up and he'd be like, I think that's really cool. And they keep talking. But then when Rogan glazes on the broadcast for UFC, he's like, it's just incredible jiu-jitsu. Ryan Hall, just, it works. It's weird, but it works. Ilya Taporia's in trouble with that Imanari roll. People forget, man. Jiu-jitsu. That guy's a marauder. You know what's the fucking funniest thing to me about the broadcast is John Anik laughing when he goes, ha ha. I like when they bring on older boxers because they want to pick on Rampage. Yeah, I like that too, because when Rampage is the older guy, he like kind of like tries to lil bro these fighters. I hit the bit one time. Put her in that Uber. What's her name? Don't know. Just kidding. Tristan Sherhouse. Khamzat Chimaev is the best fighter in all of the UFC right now. If he beats DDP, I might agree with you. If he like steamrolls DDP. Excuse me. Do you think that Islam could get dethroned? Look at his style of striking. It's largely counterpunching. Any chance Arman can shoot for takedowns behind initial punches, not only hit takedowns, but also set up overhands. Certainly possible. I mean, objectively, okay, you guys might think this is a hot take. Arman is way more dangerous than Volk was and Dustin Poirier in terms of their threat to Islam. I'm not saying Dustin Poirier, like these guys don't have like one punch touch of death type of shit. And I'm not saying Arman has that, but Arman is way more explosive, way more athletic than Dustin Poirier, has way better wrestling, all these things for Dustin Poirier. And then he might not be better than Volk skill for skill, but he's bigger. And that can play a huge advantage. Islam's size advantage over Volk played a massive factor in their first fight. So I think Islam's better everywhere, but if Islam puts on a performance like he did against Dustin, against Arman, as like Arman, somebody that is more well-rounded and can win different positions, it doesn't just have to be a fucking boxing battle or a guillotine like Dustin. You know what I'm saying? Arman, he could get the takedown. Like, look what he did to Beneil Dariush. He freaking went like knee. He went like clinch knee right hand and just killed him, you know? it's a much more dangerous fight for Islam than Volk or Poirier were, in my opinion. And so while I think Islam wins and I think Islam's better everywhere, if he has a fight, like if he has a performance like he did against Dustin, where he allows himself to lose certain points in the fight, lose out on positions and things like that, yeah, Arman could get it done for sure. I mean, we've seen Islam KO'd before. It's not like completely out of the realm of possibility that he gets KO'd. I don't think that Islam is going to get dethroned, but to answer your question, could he? I think so. He might retire if he loses. That's certainly possible. Sean might beat DDP. I don't think so. I think it's actually going to be DDP by like a bigger margin this time. Just my humble opinion, friend. Islam is better everywhere, but I agree about Arman's style being more problematic. Yeah. You have any bets for 311? Let's see. Let me look at DraftKings. Let me do it on my phone because I have a fucking... Oh, wait, no, I don't. Okay, cool. Gotta roll, gents. John Locke, thank you for checking in. Appreciate you finding the channel, man. Make sure to come back around. We're live like 3, 4, 5 times a week, and I drop videos like almost every day. So thank you very much, man. I'll see you around. But here's what we got for the odds. Let me see. Islam minus 140. Oh, Merab and them as a pick'em. Okay, Merab and Umar's a pick'em now. Jamal, Yuri. Yuri's the favorite. Okay, I would maybe put some money on Jamal. But in terms of like locks, and I know nothing's ever a lock, but I do. Fuck, they're all pretty good fights. God damn it. I think Moicano's going to beat Dariush. I'll just go through my picks again. My picks were... Yeah, Tagir Ulanbekov is legitimate. But yeah, here was my picks. I did a stream on this like 2 days ago, but here was my picks. Tagir Ulanbekov, decision. Bernardo Sapaj, decision. Rinya Nakamura, second round finish. The women's fight I don't really care about. If you want to lock, just bet that fight's going to go to decision. CDF. Bro, don't forget. Fucking CDF just fraud checked Rebecca. You know? But anyway, so yeah, I had Ulanbekov decision, Sapaj decision, Nakamura. I think I had Nakamura second round sub. Or second round finish, sorry. I'll go with Carol Rosa, even though she's the underdog, by decision. CDF by third round finish, maybe. I went with Zach Reese, decision. Jailton Almeida, third round sub or third round finish. I could see a ground and pound TKO. Peyton Talbot, first round KO. Not even trying to glaze, but that's what I think. Guskov, decision. But that Elikana guy, he could get it done. I got DeRitter by decision. Moicano by second round ground and pound TKO. I got Yuri by first round KO. I'm a little dicey on that pick, but I'm going to stay with it. I got Umar 48-47 decision and Islam probably 48-47 decision, but close fight. That's what I'm thinking. Carol Rosa's a lock. Yeah, that Eileen Perez girl stinks, bro. She sucks. Oh my God. The fact that she's not known for fighting, she's known for shaking her ass after fights is all you need to know. You know? You had your chance, and now you're done. Ass not bad, though. You're not wrong. Hamzat has visa problems. Scotty Kelly, what's going on? Scotty Kelly. Hamzat has visa problems. Yeah, that's because he's friends with a warlord. You dig? Did you hear that Cruz says he's done after the Font fight? I did. Good. Bro's been checked out on fighting for a cool minute. That's why Dana's not giving him a title shot. No, he just can't fight in the U.S. He could fight in Australia. He could have fought on that card. I think it's because they already promised Sean Strickland that fight. They like Sean Strickland. What area are you paying for? What do you mean? Like, where am I sitting? I'm sitting kind of nosebleeds. Like semi-nosebleeds. What would the Warlord do to Hamza if he didn't support him? I have no idea. Probably stop gifting him G-Wagons or something. Probably stop gifting Hamzat the G-Wagons. Just kidding. Hamzat to be throwing it back for the G-Wagons. That's the real secret. That's why Hamzat is not fighting. He's throwing ass on Kadyrov for G-Wagons, and he gets sore. That's why he can't fight that often. That's crazy. Moshi K. That Sedriques Dumas vid was fire. Thank you, dude. I was grinding. That shit took me a while. I don't know. I was unsure if I was going to do the video. Because it for sure, me talking about an unranked middleweight that called me a whore in the DMs, beefing with Adam 22 co-host, that's like a relatively all-time low moment for the channel, but I gotta hoe out for the views sometimes, you know? And it was a fun video to make. Sometimes when I'm doing like breakdown after breakdown, I'm like, yeah, I'm not complaining or anything because I love the sport, so I don't mind it. But when something like this comes up, where an opportunity to do something refreshing comes up, I'm like, let me cook, okay? And also, crazy enough, watching my my video when I was editing that now compared to the original Sedriques Dumas video, which was like almost 8 months ago, it's crazy how much better I am at talking on camera. Moshi K, well, I'm late. It's all good, brother. We're here. I think Hamzat would disappear like that Chinese tennis player. No, he would just be, yeah, I mean, probably. Hamzat was fighting for money. He has all this money from Kadyrov. He doesn't seem motivated to fight frequently. True. What are your thoughts on the Khabib situation on the airline? I don't know. Fuck, man. I see some people saying it's not to do with him being Muslim looking at all. I see some people saying that that's exactly the reason. I don't know. All I'm saying is that if it was a black guy, it would be headlines on every single fucking news channel. That might be a spicy take, but it's true. Based Fight Society. You know the fucking vibes. To be honest, all these Dagestanis do look like terrors. Kinda. Yeah. And honestly, I'm surprised because Khabib is, I mean, he had a hoodie or a beanie on or something, but I'm surprised nobody recognized him. Khabib's super famous. I mean, maybe not so much in North America as much as he is in the Middle East and in Russia, but I mean, for fuck's sake, doesn't he have like 40 million Instagram followers? Let me peep. He has 38 million Instagram followers. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised that nobody recognized him. Maybe that's just me like being too close, you know? I'm in too deep because I'm in MMA, where I would be like, oh, what the fuck? That's Khabib right there. He's getting kicked off the plane. Do people ever ask if Teddy Roosevelt is your great-great-great-granddad? No, why? Because I wear glasses? No, people say that I look like Bo Nickel. People say that I look like Tim Welch's cousin. Who else? Kyle Dake was an NCAA wrestler. Who else? I've had a few people say that I look like Dolph Lundgren, who played fucking Ivan Drago and Rocky. I'm a black man. Don't worry, you're speaking facts. You know the vibes. Should have been Merab. Frontier could keep him from spamming takedowns. True. Shit, dude. His passengers did recognize him. They made a video about it on Twitter. Interesting. Interesting. Bo Gaethje. My main card picks are Islam decision, Umar decision, Yuri first round KO, Moicano second round TKO, and what's the other one? Oh, Renner de Ritter beating Kevin Holland, probably by decision. I think Kevin Holland maybe has a little bit of success on the feet early, and then once he gets taken down, he kind of goes, I'm good on this. Da, 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 da. Frontier thought he couldn't open the door. Yeah, he probably just didn't understand it the first time they said. Are you and Timothy Chalamet going to fight? No. I don't want to catch his chlamydia. Just kidding. I'm not saying he has that, but there's a story that he gave a bunch of chlamydia to girls at NYU when he was there. He was thrown off the plane for misgendering her. He called her brother. That's so fucking stupid, bro. Sharing is caring, sniff. That's crazy, bro. You're wild for that one. You gotta chill. Guys, do me a favor. Drop a like on the stream. Hop in the chat. Helps us bring up that engagement, all that good stuff. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Who you got? Shara Bullet versus MVP. I have no idea who to pick in that fight. I honestly don't. I'm probably going to pick Shara Bullet because it's probably going to be it's probably going to be an all striking match. Holland just happy to be there for real, yeah. Khabib won, he didn't fly Frontier. Dude, fucking, did you guys see Islam saying? Let me find it, bro. Islam's low-key funny as fuck. Let me find it. Let me find it. Hold on. Fucking, let me send it to myself. You guys see Connor got hit with another lawsuit? It was for that freaking the Miami Heat game thing, but I'm pretty sure that shit got thrown out because there was like no evidence. New Central C and 21 Savage song for show. Connor's posting stuff about the CCTV footage that Nikita Hand has been, I guess, blocking from being public or something. Oh wait, that's what I was doing. I was trying to find Khabib or Islam saying that DC's fat now. It's fucking hilarious. There it is. Let me send it. Renner to Ritter never lost at middleweight. I wouldn't doubt him. Yeah. Even though he's goofy as hell on the streets. Or on the feet. Not on the streets. He's goofy as hell on the feet, but he's effective. That one where he submitted the guy with a triangle from bottom side control was crazy. Bilal saying Khabib could have taken over the plane was such a classic case of being self-unaware. Jesus Christ, yeah. Did you see Connor's following Frontier Air on Twitter? Yeah, I did. You see G-Lo Ball has a hit. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa. I'm bugging out. I was planning on going to the UFC Miami, but it seems like it's the first night of Passover. What a bug out. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, yeah, there's always going to be other UFC cards, you know? Can't detract from your life to go see it, you know? Even Khabib is fat now. Yeah, man, you stop. I mean, what happens is guys eat the same and they stop training. But here's what I was going to show you guys. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa. God damn it. Now the G-Lo Ball song stuck in my head again. Fuck. Connor's out here R-wording everybody. True. Or not true. It seems like it, allegedly. MMA fighters get really fat. Yeah, it's basically like an eating disorder being a fighter. I would bounce around and weight a lot, dude. I would fucking walk around at like 230 and cut down to 205. I'd be at my fucking 9-to-5 day job starving. Oh my God. Trying to give good customer service. Fuck. But anyways, this is fucking Islam calling DC fat now. Let me make it a little more viewable.
Come to control.
Brother.
50 minutes by fly from your house.
But if I go to the fly, I never know if maybe they throw me out.
No.
They throw me Bro, why they kick him out like this crazy? Why they do this to my guy?
I don't know. So disrespect. Brother, I understand if they kick you out from this emergency because you're so big, maybe.
Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
A little bit big now, you cannot move too much.
No, but all you gotta do is pull the lever. Yeah, but once I pull, I go.
You go first.
Can't
Why you
preparation.
don't come?
Anyways, Islam low-key funny as fuck. The big fight that Dana keeps hinting at is probably Conor versus Nate 3. Yeah, it seems so because Nate's not under any sort of contract with anybody. And Dana talked about Conor returning in the fall. And then he also said that this super fight would be in the fall if it happens. So that's what I'm thinking too. That's kind of what I've been seeing in the comments is people saying Conor, Nate 3. Has DC hit the 2-seat club on the plane? Maybe, bro. But look, bro, you can see DC, bro. He's like always adjusting his shirt. You can tell he's fucking
50 minutes.
He's
by
insecure
fly
about
from
his
your
body, bro.
But if
He's
I
gotta
go to the
lose weight.
fly, I never know if maybe they throw me out.
No.
They throw me
See, look, he keeps fixing his shirt. You'll see
why
it in a
they
sec.
kick him out like this crazy? Why they do this
dude,
to my
I feel
guy?
I
bad
don't
talking
know.
about it, but he's big, bro.
Brother, I understand if
He's, like,
if
fanning
they
himself 'cause
kick
he's
you
hot.
out from this emergency because you're so big, maybe.
Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
A little bit big now, you cannot move too much.
No, but all you gotta do is pull the lever. Yeah, but once
See, look, yeah, right after Islam calls him big, he's like adjusting his shirt and shit. Anyways. Dude, fucking my allergies with these fires, it sucks, dude. The air sucks right now. Not trying to complain because I didn't lose my house or anything. But my allergies have been crazy since these fires started. Conor's fighting Logan Paul in your country for now. Yeah, he's not, though. I thought it might happen. I made multiple videos saying that it's actually possible. And then And then fucking Dana was like, yeah, no. DC got a Mexican wife. He's eating enchiladas on the regular. That is a fair point. I didn't think about that. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Do me a favor. Become a channel member if you want access to extra content, and that's on YouTube. We do these regular streams live on every channel or every platform for free, and then we do members-only streams on YouTube only. So if you guys want access to those, what do you mean, why does Dana have a say? Conor is under contract with the UFC, and Dana makes those decisions. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you want extra content, become a channel member. I did just drop the video about Sedriques Dumas' beef with me and No Jumper yesterday. So here's the link to that. You guys can go check that out. There you go. Go watch that video right there. Oh, I'm on a roll. You see how many times I put it in the chat? On a roll. Anyways, guys, go watch that video right there. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We actually had a, I think maybe an all-time second or third highest all-time viewers in this stream. We got up to like 25 at one point. So appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on Saturday. Peace out, guys. Like, subscribe, watch the new video that I just dropped yesterday. All that good stuff, guys. I will see you later.